Hey there. Practice problems in children learning music. Overconfidence. This is for my parents of gifted children. Let's talk about that. Now, for those who don't know, my name is Melanie Biggins, and I teach children how to play musical instruments so well they earn college scholarships. So let's talk about overconfidence in children. Let me show you why that's a practice problem. You ever have a child that's really, really gifted, that things come to them so easily and quickly that, you tend to have an overconfidence in their ability to perform? And so it shows up like this. Hey, did you practice? Yeah, I got it. I'm good. I'm good. You ask again, hey, did you practice? You heard him practice. And you say, hey, let's go ahead and practice today. No, I'll get it tomorrow, but I got it. And they always seem to pull it together at the end. That's what I'm talking about, overconfidence. The overconfident child doesn't believe in process. They don't believe in daily discipline. They believe in just getting it done quickly because everything comes to me easily. Everything comes to me quickly. And the beauty about music is that music is a complete meritocracy. It does not discriminate. It only rewards daily self-discipline. It does not say, hey, you pick up things quickly, so I'm gonna let you play a little bit faster. I'm gonna let your muscles develop quicker than someone who's daily applying daily skill to practice every single day. Which is why it's a meritocracy. So when you have a gifted child at home that's used to just be able to recall, respond, analyze, they're great speakers. They know how to explain their problems. They don't ask questions at all because you know what? They know it already. When you hear that, I got it, Mom. I got it, Dad. Oh, I know that already. I know that already. But I know that already. I know that. You hear that. You hear that confidence being projected from the child, and you back off because, you know what? They got it. Only they don't. Only when they are asked to play faster tempos or asked to sight read, they struggle. And in lessons, they say, oh, you know what? It's just a little fluke. They minimize the idea that I really didn't practice this, but since I get it so quickly, I don't really want to acknowledge that I didn't put any work into it this week. So it takes a lot for them to really understand. It's like, wait a minute. I actually have to apply myself this time. That's hard. For a gifted child. For a gifted child, they're so used to being complimented on their acumen, their academic ability, because they're so gifted. The idea of having to actually go through the pain of progress, I don't want to say it scares them, but it provides a level of humility that sometimes they don't want to acknowledge. And then they'll try to find another loophole. Okay, well, this didn't work. Let me try this. Okay, well, this didn't work. Let me try this. Okay, well, this didn't work. Let me try this. And then they get over stressed out. Let me tell you how to get stressed out. So we spend 6 weeks working on the skill set, and then we have another 4 weeks before we work on performance. And they kind of like this. They kind of like go through the motions for the 6 weeks, and then the 2 weeks out for performance, then they're behind because they didn't put the 6 weeks. They didn't put the 6 weeks of work in to prepare for those 2 weeks of performance, and they're cramming all 14 days, and they're stressed out. Parents are stressed out. They're saying, well, it's not working. I don't understand what's going on. No, I do. I understand what's going on. What will happen is you didn't respect the process within those 6 weeks of preparation. That preparation and practice framework, it is vital. If you're not preparing and practicing, then the performance is going to be a stressful experience, because now I'm like, hey, it's time to put up. Let's go. Because all the patience, all the ease, all the kindness, everything was happening in the 6 weeks of the preparing, the practicing. So now performance, I'm like this. Really? That's the best you can do? Well, dang, Miss Biggins, that's kind of harsh. Absolutely. Absolutely. For a gifted child, yes. Because what happens is if you don't hold a gifted child accountable, if you're constantly assuming and you're projecting overconfidence in the gifted child, they're going to crash and burn. They're going to adapt a winning formula that's going to say, if I just get it all in the last minute, I'll make it work. And you're pretty much preparing them to be overstressed as students. That's not going to work. That's mm-mm. And then they burn out, and then they develop a disdain, a distrust or dislike for learning, and then you have a whole nother set of problems. So for that overconfident child, you have to stay on them too. Gifted children need support too. Gifted children need to understand that, listen, this comes well to you, but there are other skills that you have to develop, and there are other skills that you need to bring while you're pushing the rigor of what you do well. There are other skills that need development. And they have to understand that while one skill may be high, there may be three other skills that need more work. We have to be able to outline that for the gifted child, so that gifted child can understand that, yes, I'm great, but I'm not as good in other areas. We got to make that work. So if that's you, if you have that overconfident, gifted child at home, and you want to find different ways to motivate them and push them to the next level, and not let them rest on their laurels, the laurels of past achievements and accomplishments, go ahead and download that Master Music Roadmap so I can go ahead and give you some tips and tricks about what we do here at Music by Mevany with our academy, where we take good students and we transform them into master musicians. We take students from all academic levels, from all levels of skill, and we take them and we push them to perform at their highest level beyond any limited perceived sets of potential. So if that's you, download the Music Roadmap, and I will talk to you soon.